The first mistake I made was becoming a police officer, and the second mistake I made was not preparing for the test that they give us. There was 3 new detectives, and I was one of them, and the sergeant came up to us with a picture, showed it for 5 seconds, and said, "This is your suspect, how would you describe him?" My first colleague said, "That's easy, we'll catch him fast because he only has one eye." The sergeant was like, "Well, that's because the picture I showed you is a side profile." You could tell he was disappointed. Then he flashed the picture to the next guy and he said, "This is your suspect, describe him." The second guy started scratching his head and he's like, "He's easy to catch. He only has one ear." The sergeant was pissed off. He was like, "What's wrong with you two? It's a side profile showing one eye and one ear. Is that the best answer you could come up with?" Then the sergeant came up to me. He showed me the picture. He said, "This is your suspect. How would you describe him?" He stopped me before I could say anything. He said, "Think hard before you give me a stupid answer." I said, "Well, the suspect clearly wears contact lenses," and the sergeant was a little bit confused. The sergeant was like, "Well, he might actually wear contact lenses. Let me go check his file in my office." He came back a few minutes later with a big smile and he says he does in fact wear contact lenses. How'd you know? And I was like, "Well, it was pretty obvious. He can't wear glasses because he only has one eye and one ear."